Thank you for your support and for watching avivTarot. This is a general pick-a-card reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Not everything will apply. My readings are meant to be constructive and not destructive. I give readings to empower you. I will be honest in what I see and will not give you false hopes or empty promises in order to keep you happy. I will be compassionate and sensitive to your feelings and will not judge or condemn. Energies are ever-changing. You are still the master of your own destiny. Hi everyone, thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do another pick a card reading. I know I haven't uploaded an English video for a very long time. I was in Cancun for a week and I even slacked a little bit like on the last day or maybe the day before I was leaving. I did a video, like uploaded a quick video, but I thought I was gonna have more time in Cancun and be able to do some videos, but I didn't. So today we are going to do this video, which is about love messages that are meant for you right now. Love messages that are meant for you right now. So we have 4 different piles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and timestamps are going to be in the description box below, as well as in the message box, and also on the timeline too now. And besides the wisdom of the oracle deck that we're using here, which we will read from the booklet, okay? Because in the booklet there's a specific paragraph in relations, which talks about the relationship message, which is, you know, love and all that kind of things. So we're gonna talk about that particular, we're gonna read that particular message, and then in combination of the other oracle decks, which is the angel answers, the romance angels, and the love oracle cards. Okay, so it's just oracle cards today, and if you have any questions, you know, leave in the comment section below and share with me. So before without further ado, we will start with pile number 1. And so if you need more time, you can pause the video right now. All right, so for pile number 1, you got, this is the card you pick. It's peace. Interesting. Let's read the passage from the booklet, peace. Okay, the essential meaning is freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Okay, so in the relationship message, it says, when 2 people are in true alignment with another, they have an intimate harmony between them. They are as 2 perfectly in tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it is impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savored. Okay, so it's talking about being in tune with each other and you are at peace, right? And it's funny that they use a little egg, and there's the dove, which is symbol of peace, with the olive. Okay, so let's take a look at this love oracle and see if there are any additional messages, love messages for you. We have abundance. Ooh, look at that, abundance. Okay, the abundance message is that keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So this is almost like, to me, law of attraction, right? Manifest exactly what you want and having gratitude and keep a positive mindset. So this is kind of like that peace. I think right now you are at peace, or if you are not, find the peace. Be in alignment with the universe, right? Or if you have someone right now, be in alignment with them. Talk to them, communicate, and keep a positive mindset, and you will be able to manifest exactly what you want. And don't forget to be grateful, right? Don't take things for granted. And I think it's always good, even if you don't really mean it per se, but I think it's good to just tell people that you appreciate them, you you thank them, right? You like thank them for whatever, even if they are doing horrible things, and thank them because they made you stronger, right? And having that mindset, I think it will bring you more positive things. There is one lady, I think it's a lady, but I'm not sure, on my channel, and she always leaves really negative comments, even when she gets a really nice pile. And she's like, nope, it's not true. It's not accurate. I don't have such a person in my life. It's just like every comment I've seen. And she's a repeated, I guess, viewer. Very loyal too. And I just, every time she leaves that kind of message, I don't know what to say to her. I don't know if it's like a personal attack to me, or, you know, about like what I say or something, or like she just has a really negative view on her life and she doesn't believe good things would happen to her. And I really want to tell her that, you know, have a positive mindset, and you actually might be able to manifest the good things that you actually got, right? And but since she has such a negative outlook, I don't know if anything I'd say would change her mind. So that's why I kind of just kept silent. If you have any suggestions to what I could do, you can leave it in the comment section below. I really want to help her. Okay. All right, so let's see any additional messages from the Romance Angel. Romance Angel, what any additional love messages for pile number 1? This one. Look at that honeymoon, and oh my gosh, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. What does this one say? Bliss, bliss. We have a repeated word, and it's peaceful, right? And everything is in tune. Honeymoon. I think even if you're single right now, enjoy your time being single. You know, sometimes I've talked to people that are single and also are in relationships, and it's so funny. The single people always want, most of the single people always want to be in a relationship, and all this people in the relationship are usually, of course there are nice things, but sometimes they always say like, oh, I wish I'm single. It's so nice that you're single, you know, that kind of things. And, or complaining about something, you know, about they still love them. Don't get me wrong, they still love them, but there are things that you don't have to deal with when you're single, and you should just kind of enjoy that and having a good time. And I think honeymoon for the single people, maybe go on a trip or something somewhere by the water or something like that, and you might be able to meet someone, right? Having a blissful time together. A friend of mine shared that her cousin was in, she was single at the time, and she went to Mexico or somewhere, and she found a guy on the beach. I think they just started talking, and then they just got along really, really well. And so they actually spent the rest of their holiday together. And they didn't think that it was gonna be anything lasting because they don't even live in the same city. But they ended up liking each other a lot, and they started dating, and now she moved to his city, and I don't know if they got married or not, but they definitely are living together. So it could happen. And for the people who are in a relationship, go on a trip or something. It might strengthen your relationship, right? All right, any additional messages, love messages? And I feel like with the pieces, because it talked about being in tune, being in alignment. So I think right now, if you keep a positive mindset, the person that you're meant to be with I think you guys are in alignment. You will be meeting each other pretty soon, okay? I didn't put a timeline on this, but usually from my experience, 3 weeks, well, maybe you're gonna meet this person in 3 weeks. I was thinking 3 months, but 3 weeks came out. So maybe in about 3 weeks, you might be able to meet this person. If you're single, that is. And if you're in a relationship, in about 3 weeks, maybe you'll see it blossom and move on to the next level or something like that, right? Okay, any additional messages? Well, we got 2. It says perfect timing and no. Okay, the no card, I would say, is saying no, it's perfect timing. I think maybe for the people, like I said earlier, about having a negative mindset, it's telling you to stop thinking negatively or thinking that no, it cannot happen. So it's telling you to know and stop thinking like that and have a positive outlook, have a positive mindset, have a positive belief, and things are going to happen in perfect timing. And this kind of matches this one because it's saying like it's in tune right now. Everything is in alignment, and it kind of matches what I just said about when you guys are in alignment, you will be meeting together. You will be meeting the person that you're meant to meet. And for the people that are in relationships, it's perfect timing. It's all about timing. Sometimes you can't push for things to happen. It needs to happen in the right time. I don't know if I shared about this, but like my sister met her husband. Well, our family kind of knew each other. Not kind of. Our family knew each other. My mom and dad and his parents were high school friends. And so but they lost contact and stuff like that, but reconnected when my sister and I were like in our teenage years. So we met the son. But at the time, nothing happened and things kind of just trailed off because there were other things that happened. So our family kind of stopped talking to each other again. And like almost 20 years later, like 17 years later, they got back together and everything just like worked out. And now they're married. They have 2 kids. Things, the things that my parents were upset about before, they just had to resolve it because their son and daughters were gonna get married. So it just worked out, right? So things will happen when it's meant to happen. So that's the message pile number 1, and I hope this is something that will be helpful for you. If you have anything that you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2. This is the card that you chose. It says Loyal Heart. Okay, and we'll read from the booklet what Royal Heart is trying to tell you. 35. The essential message is fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. The relationship message is your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitment and trusting in divine protection. Okay, so everything you have many qualities in common, and there is a question, I guess a rhetorical question back to you is, are you as loyal in return, right? And so now it's time for heartfelt commitment and trusting in the divine protection. So being loyal, being faithful is the message for you, or being trusting, I guess. Let's see any additional messages and we'll see the combination of it. Okay, we have 2. Oh, too many. I don't want to take any cards. more than 2. So any additional messages for pile number 2? We have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past, and make memories. So we have the camera. So remember the old times. Remember the good things, right? It's reminiscing, keepsake, learning from the past. I think that's something. So if there's, you know, we all make mistakes, and can you look past the mistakes or the errors that have been made and stuff like that? And have you or your person grown or become more mature? And if you're single, just that will be you. If you're in a relationship, so you or your partner. And think about the old good times and learn from the mistakes. I really do think each relationships, this is kind of interesting. Just recently I watched a TV like talk show, and they said, you know, when you are in a relationship, you think you're in a relationship with somebody else, but really you're in a relationship with yourself. The other person that you're in a relationship with reflects how you deal with things and reflects what you really are like, the part of you that you don't see when you aren't with someone. And I think that's a very, very interesting message, I guess, and like fruit for thoughts. And which is also very interesting, because if you study astrology chart, natal charts, which is in a circle, the first house represents self, and the 7th house represents relationships with others. And the first house and the 7th house is right across from each other. So everything is in correspondence, right? So it's directly across from each other, first house and 7th house. 2nd house is directly across from the 8th house, 3rd and the 9th, okay, so on. And first house, again, like I said, it's the self, and the 7th is about others. And what you see in others, you'll see. It's a mirror reflection. So when you deal with other people, you'll see yourself more, and others will also see themselves through you. It's a mirror reflection. So I think it's something about that, right? And even here, look at that. It's like a mirror reflection too, right? Okay, so let's take a look at additional messages from let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Are you the kind of person that like to do things on your own? You don't like to ask for help? You're very, very independent. Sometimes it's okay to show a little bit of a weakness, and it's okay to be vulnerable. I think it's not so much as in like weaknesses, but being vulnerable. We all have our vulnerability, and it's like, who am I to say anything? Because I have like moon in Capricorn, which I never show my emotions anyways. But I do have to say that with acting, it really did open me up a lot more. It's harder for me to hide emotions now. And maybe also because, you know, age and stuff like that. It's just like you don't give a shit about a lot of things anymore. Like you don't really care about what other people think. So you don't try to hide a lot of your emotions anymore. But I do think don't be so secretive or so independent. I think there is a difference between too dependent becoming like almost a baggage, because you just can't be alone and be by yourself and all that stuff. And I don't know if it sounds wrong to the people that are listening to this. I mean, I'm saying this out of the kindness of my heart, really. Like sometimes when somebody becomes too dependent on you, you do feel like pressure, right? Oh my gosh, I have to take care of this person. This person cannot take care of them. I mean, in some ways it feels like, oh my gosh, they need me. So you like that, that kind of like you're being needed. But which I totally understand, because I do like, be needed by the people I care about. But sometimes you have your own things too, and the person can't do anything on their own. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, can you just like not do it? Like, just do it, right? Go and you can do this. You don't really need me, and I need to take care of my own thing. That's when I say becoming too dependent. Like if you're free and you don't have anything else to do, I really don't mind doing a lot of things. But when I have a lot of things to do, I'm just like, oh my gosh, can you just, this thing, I swear you can do it yourself, right? Maybe you'll resonate, maybe you don't, but you're the kind that's not too dependent. You're actually very, very independent. So you're too independent. You don't need anybody. You're like, okay, I could do this by myself. I could do this. And you kind of, when you're in a relationship, it's a two-way street. The person needs to know that, you appreciate them there. And if you're single, let your friends know that you're looking, right? And see if they can set you up with someone. I know right now everybody's on like online apps and trying to meet people through like these online apps. But why not try the traditional way? You might meet better. Well, I don't want to say that, but I was going to say better quality, but not necessarily true. But let your friends help. Open up your opportunities. Use the online apps and your friends. Why not, right? So that is that. And that was pretty quick. Romance. Oh my gosh, look at this. It came out right away. Okay, so we don't have timing. I didn't ask for timing for these love messages, but it popped out so quickly. Romance. When you ask your friends for help to help you with your relationships, if you're in a relationship and you are in trouble or something like that, ask your friends for some suggestions, or I don't know what they think about certain things, and so that you can boost your romantic life better. And for others of you who are single, this came out. As soon as you let your friends help, I think you're going to be able to find someone. Here, loyal heart. We talked about this. This says friendships. What was the other one? Friendships, romantic relationships with others, partnership, everything is, you have all these common qualities right now, right? And so trust the divine protection. So I think you will be able to meet the right person, and romance is going to come, okay? Or rekindle your love relationship if you are already in a relationship. I think something is going to come. And I was going to say, we didn't ask for a romance, like the timeline for this. And so since this popped out so quickly, I think it's going to be pretty quick. As soon as you let somebody know, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have this perfect person. And who knows, you might actually find them your type, and you guys just hit it on. All right, so that is what I see for pile number 2. You're going to get some romantic things going on. Woohoo! Okay, and look at this. This is a heart too. You got a heart right here. Although there is one little message here. It says to learn from the past. So don't let your past hold you back. Okay, learn from your past whether it's mistakes or good things, or it could be good things about you. Like, oh my gosh, I learned that I really like this. I really hate this, or something like that, right? So you can have a more successful relationship in the future. Okay, so if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel under my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, part 3 or pile 3. This is the card that you chose. All that glitters. Okay, all that glitters. Let's take a look at the message from the book 16. It says the essential messages is a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something that you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. The relationship message. Okay, sometimes we try to become something that we're not sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice, and let what is authentic shine. So basically it's telling you to not look only at the superficial stuff. It's okay to be mesmerized by all of the surfacey things, the look, money, status. But what is the essence of this person? And this is something that me and my friend talked about, different friend. Many friends. Actually, I don't have that many friends, but a friend that we talked about something that doesn't change. And I do have the theory that I don't think people change very easily unless something crazy happens, like crazy as in death, or near-death experience, or somebody else's death, right? Because obviously if you died, then there's no change needed anymore. So death of somebody, or like you personally experience something like a near-death experience, sickness, yours or somebody else's, and then getting old, like you become wiser and stuff like that. So maybe you change. But other than that, I really don't believe that people change, and which I also discussed with another friend, and we both agree that is that. And then this friend and I, we were talking about, like, when we're looking for a partner, we should really look at some kind of an essence that will not change. Like, this person is just a nice person, right? It's just like fundamentally them, that they always will be this nice person. I know nice is so generic, but like nice as in they have this value that it doesn't change. Like they believe in helping other people, right? Or generous. They're just like deeply generous person. Or this person is just smart. Like if you're smart and intelligent, you're not gonna all of a sudden go become dumb, right? So, or you enjoy somebody who is not so calculating, right? Or the innocence of something, which innocence could go away too, because But something that can't change, won't change, or does not change easily. How about that? Does not change easily. And so you gotta see that essence. All right, let's see. Palm tree. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. We talked about growth. All that glitter. I think when we're younger, we always get attracted to like really superficial things and things we don't see the deep down inside stuff. Or you could be like a really mature young person, and so you'll see that too. See beyond the glittery stuff. But doesn't matter what that it is, there is a common word there. It's maturity, right? So growth. There's stability, security. So maybe that's something that you need to look at too. Stability, security. But at the same time, they need to be flexible enough. They can't be always, well, it's okay that to be fixed on something too. You know, I have a goal that I have to achieve. So finding that balance, right? And someone who is willing to give you some sort of a promise, or even if they can't fulfill the promise, but they work hard to try to achieve the promise is what's important, I think. All right, love messages for pile number 3. Okay, we got 2 cards. Wow, both really nice cards. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I think while you're looking for like stability and security and all that stuff, still don't let go of like that playfulness. See, I was gonna actually say like the essence of somebody is fun. I don't think a fun person can all of a sudden become unfun unless, again, something crazy happens. Could be, again, somebody else's death, near-death experience, maturity, so you got older, and sickness, right? You experience some sort of sickness or somebody else's sickness. So some kind of an essence that will not change easily. So being playful, being fun, optimistic, it's not something that can change very easily. So see that essence in that person. Because, you know, something, for example, a creative person, sometimes you hear about like writer's block. So that could also change, right? So see something that is the essence of that. And honeymoon, I think you guys are going to have a wonderful time. If you're single, I think you might be able to meet somebody, or here's the advice: go on a trip, because pile number 1 got this too. So I will give you the same advice I gave pile number 1, which is if you're single, go on a trip. Doesn't have to be far, just go on a trip and you might be able to meet someone. Okay, you might be able to meet someone. And don't forget to be playful. Find the essence of that person. Is this a person, a stable person, secure person? You can say things and not gonna get offended, right? And see their performance. I really do believe that that behavior and action speaks louder than words. So look for their performance, their behavior, and not just the things that they say, right? That's very surfacey. I could say anything, and I might not mean it, and I might not do anything about it, but their behavior should match their words. And at the same time, very flexible, and they're willing to adapt and to things, right? And people who are in a relationship, again, maybe go on another honeymoon, go on another trip together. I don't know when you find this video. I know COVID is starting to, the restriction is starting to get a little bit looser at places. You still want to protect yourself, but you could go on trips. I just went on a trip, so and I was okay. So I think it is okay and safer to go on trips now, and be playful. I think, who wants to date somebody who is always dark and gloomy, right? Be playful. All right, and that applies to people who are in a relationship or single, right? Okay. There you go. Choose a new direction, and if you believe. All right, so for some of you, okay, again, I drew all these cards out. Not everything's going to apply. For some people, you might be, you have your eyes on someone right now, and it's telling you to choose a new direction. Okay, that's not the right person for you. Are you being really superficial? Are you really seeing the essence of this person? Is this person stable? Is this person secure? Is this person's action matches their words? Is this person mature? Right? Is this person willing to adapt to you when things don't work out? Compromises, all that stuff. If they're not, that's not the right person. But for others of you, if all the stuff that I just said, they are stable, they are secure, their words matches their actions, they're very mature, but at the same time, they're playful and humorous, and they're very flexible and willing to compromise, and they're not surfacey, they're not superficial. There are amazing qualities and essence of this person that you admire or you're in love with. Then over here, if you believe, it will, I think if you believe means that it will develop it. So if you're single and this person, there is this person, if you believe this is going to prosper and blossom into something, right? And for those of you who are in a relationship, again, is this person that you're with have all these nice qualities that I just mentioned? And if not, maybe choose a new direction. And if you feel like I'm trapped, I'm trapped in this relationship, but I cannot get out, believe that you can. I think you're a lot stronger than you realize. And if you want to change your situation, you can. And if your person is just this wonderful person, you guys are going to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And just don't forget to be playful. So these two cards might not apply to you, okay? So that's what I see for pile number 3. And if you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, last but not least, we have pile number 4, and you are the only pile that got 2 cards. The first one is building blocks, and the second one is never-ending story. So let's take a look at what this is trying to tell you. So the first one is 28. This is the first one that popped out, and this kind of flew out secondarily, like right after the first one popped out. So I decided to take 2, both of them. 28. Okay. So the first one, the essential message, is strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. So the relationship message, it says, when you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones that you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You're moving toward laying the groundwork for the relationship with a firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. Look at that, you're building upon each other, and this is a wonderful, wonderful relationship message. I think if you are experiencing kind of tough situation right now in your relationship, just don't worry about it. and this will be for people who are in a relationship right now. Doesn't apply to singles as much, but that you will get through it together, right? And you have built a really strong foundation, and so it will withstand a lot of the storms. But at the same time, know that if the foundation is kind of weak, it kind of reminds me of the Tower card in the tarot, that if the foundation is kind of weak, then it's going to topple over. So it really depends on how strong that foundation is, right? And then over here it says never ending story, which is kind of interesting. This is the reason why I was about to put the cards back together, but I feel like there is a story somewhere. There is a story here. There's some connections, and I think some people might resonate with both of the cards, okay? And other people might only resonate with one or the other. Again, general reading. So this one, the essential message is self-criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. So the relationship messages is sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. So the never-ending story, this one in particular is talking about, entering into contract, and things are more complex than simple reasons and that kind of things. And that there is opportunity for healing, and you must reflect the stories that you tell yourself about a lot of things. But at the same time, never-ending story also lets me know that for some of you who are in a more complex relationship, the relationship is not ready to end just yet. Again, the same message applies to people who are in a relationship right now and you're experiencing some sort of a issue, that if the foundation is strong enough, and even if you guys are apart right now, your story is not ending yet, okay? It's not. There's still something to be learned from the relationship, and the tie between the two of you are not cut yet, and you guys are still connected somehow. And until you fully learn all of the lessons, you need to work through the problems together. And for the people who does not have any problems at all, then you guys will have a wonderful time together. You have really strong foundations, and your story is just a never-ending one. You might have not just this lifetime, but maybe many, many lifetimes before and in the future to be with each other. So those are the people who are in a wonderful relationship right now, that you guys are probably have a really strong tie. And if you believe in past lives and also future lives, that you might meet each other again in many, many lifetimes ahead of you too, even if you reincarnate, right? And what else? So because you guys have really strong foundations, and just this tie is so strong. So now if you are a single person, don't forget to build a really strong foundation when you meet the right person. And you will know it is the right person because you can build a strong foundation. What did it just say about foundations? It says, right? And that you're attracting new relationships into your life. Oh, the foundation is honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. So this is the foundation that you need. Honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. So if you're single, keep in mind those 4 major things. And then if that 4 things all, work out for you, I guess, between you and your person, then that person is the right person for you, and you will have a really strong foundation, and you will be able to build a never-ending story. And again, the never-ending story in the booklet talks about, past conditioning too, because you might feel rejection, loneliness, abandonment, abusement, all that stuff before, pain, right? And you gotta let those go and tell yourself a new story with new positive outlook so that you can manifest a newer, better thing for you. Okay, and be able to, like I said, have many, many more wonderful lives with this person. Or unless you don't want to, unless you don't want to. You're like, this lifetime is enough. Next lifetime, I want to meet somebody new, right? All right, so, which is kind of interesting too, because going back to that past lives and future lives, because I don't know if you guys know about Brian Weiss's books, and he talks about this girl who reincarnated like 88 times or something like that. And she said there are lifetimes where there are many lifetimes that she had a very wonderful life with the person. And for some reason though, the person that she had a wonderful time together in that lifetime, she never met that person again in her future lifetime. So it means that she's learned her lessons with that person, and everything's worked out. And the people that keep coming back into her lives are the people that she has unresolved issues with in past lives. And so she really needs to learn and forgive and overcome those issues with these people and have a wonderful relationship with them in order to not meet them again. So it kind of stands that if you have a wonderful time with this person, you might not ever see them again in their future lives. And so I guess unless you want to keep seeing them, then don't have the issues resolved completely. That's a horrible suggestion, but fruit for thoughts. Okay, any additional informations for pile number 4? Heart with a key. Oh my gosh. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. What did I say? I said something about, unless you have issues, you will be able to, if you have a really strong foundations, you will be able to resolve it together and build a really strong foundations for the future as well. And your story is not ending yet. And even if you guys are apart, there's still things to do together, right? But over here, this one does say, if you're single, you have new opportunity to meet new people. And over here, it says welcoming love, meeting the one, right? Getting together and perfect. So getting together, I think, applies to people who have issues with someone right now and you're trying to resolve things. I think you will be able to get back together. Never ending story. For people who have no issues with their partners, you guys are having a wonderful time together. You guys are perfect for each other. Right? So that's just confirmation for you guys. Any information, any additional messages for pile number 4? This one flew out. Wedding. The situation involves marriages. Okay, so people who are in a relationship with someone, whether you have issues right now that you're trying to deal with or not, so you guys are wonderful, being perfect with each other, having an awesome time. This right now, this person is the right person for you. Wedding. This involves marriages. Or it just means contract. You guys have a contract in this lifetime that you have to deal with things together. You have to go through this lifetime together and learn from each other, right? And for the people who are single, you're going to be able to meet someone. There's a new opportunity to meet someone. And remember that 4 foundational things that I mentioned, which is honesty, humility, clear communication, and desire to know each other. And having this really strong foundation, this is the right person for you, the perfect person for you, and you will be able to build a never-ending story, and you'll be able to get together and wedding. Be together. You guys are meant to be together. I don't know what else to say. I can't emphasize this enough. All right. So any information. Oh, and for people over here, never ending story, there is, I do really strongly feel for some of the people that chose pile 4, that, if you are currently, when I say experiencing problems, you might also be in separation or something, but it's a never ending story. You guys are kind of meant to go through this lifetime together and learn from each other. So I think there is going to be an opportunity for you guys to come back together. Okay, getting back together. You got to open your heart though. You cannot let the past pain, past issues affect your current relationship or your future relationship with the same person. Okay, or a different person, doesn't matter. But having that foundation, you'll know which one is the right one, right? The one, and the person that you're going to marry. Okay. All right. Any additional last messages for pile number 4? Any messages for pile number 4? Lasting messages. Too many. Any additional? Oh, okay. Unlikely and yes. Okay, so yes, I would say for all the stuff that I just mentioned, right? Yes, this is the one. Yes, you're getting together. Yes, you guys are perfect. Yes, you guys are meant to be together. Yes, you guys are gonna wed each other. Yes, right? And it's a yes with an exclamation mark. Unlikely, it depends on what you asked, what you're looking for. I think it's unlikely that you guys are not meant to be each other. It's unlikely that you guys will be on your separate ways. I think you guys are meant to be together. There's too many things that's putting you guys together than being separated. So I think it's unlikely that you guys are going to go your separate ways. There is something that you need to learn together. Okay. I feel that is a very strong message right here. There's something that you guys got to work through together. So that is the message for pile number 4. If you have anything you would like to share with me, you can leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel, enjoy my video, and turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.